degrees and delta equal to 20 degrees. Again, if you substitute the given parameters in the above equation, you will get the coefficient of earth pressure in passive state as 2.713. Next, we will calculate the active earth pressure and passive earth pressure. And again, if you see here, we are having the total force. The total force we are having PA equal to the total force we are having total passive earth pressure we are having PA equal to half into Ka into gamma into H square. Next we are having the passive earth resistance, that is nothing but PP equal to half into Kp into gamma into H square, where half is the base of the wall and K is the coefficient of earth pressure, that is we are having 0.132, that is we are having 0.132, and H square, H is the height of the wall. The height of the wall we are having it as 12 square. And if you calculate the total active earth pressure in a Coulomb equation, we are having 171 kilonewton per meter. If you are using the term total active earth pressure, then you should have to mention the units as in terms of kilonewton per meter. Otherwise, if you are using the if you are using the units in terms of active thrust or active force per meter length of the wall, in that situation you should have to use PA equal to 171 kilonewton, as same as we are having the passive earth pressure. That passive earth pressure PP equal to half into gamma H square into Kp, half into gamma H square into Kp, where half into unit weight of the soil mass as gamma and height of the wall as H equal to 12 meter square, and coefficient of earth pressure we are having the 2.713. Coefficient earth pressure in passive condition as 2.713. We are having 3.516 kilonewton per meter. This much amount of pressure is creating on the backfill. Suppose if you see here, this is your retaining wall and this is the total height of the wall. Here the backfill what is available here, it will create more pressure on the wall. If you observe here, the active pressure it is having 171 kilonewton per meter. Whereas if you consider this passive condition, in passive condition what is wall available here, it creates pressure on the backfill. It creates pressure on the backfill. The pressure creating on the backfill we are having very less quantity, that is nothing but 3.516 kilonewton per meter only. This is the calculation of problem on Coulomb's earth pressure in an active condition as well as in passive condition. The only difficulty for this problem is you should have to remember the formulas of earth pressure coefficient in active condition as well as in a passive condition. Okay, next we will solve the one more problem based on active earth pressure in Koju soil. Okay, we solve the active earth pressure in Koju soil. Okay, I am writing the problem here. I am writing the problem. Determine the active earth pressure in Koju soil. Okay, I am writing here the problem. Determine the active earth pressure. Determine the active earth pressure. Determine the active earth pressure in Koju soil. In Koju soil. In Koju soil. Determine the active earth pressure in Koju soil for a retaining wall of height. For a retaining wall of height. For a retaining wall of height 6 meters. For a retaining wall of height 6 meters, having the soil properties of C equal to 15 kilonewton per meter square, having the soil properties C equal to 15 kilonewton per meter square, and as well as angle of intersection 5 equal to 35 degrees, and unit weight of the soil mass gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Also calculate the also calculate the earth pressure. Also calculate the earth pressure before formation of the crack. Also calculate the earth pressure before formation of the crack. Before formation of the crack. Okay, this is the question we are framing for this analysis of active earth pressure, how it is acting on a retaining wall. Okay, for this question I am reading the problem. Determine the active earth pressure in cohesive soil for a retaining wall of height 6 meters having the soil properties C equal to 15 kilonewton per meter cube, angle of intersection phi equal to 35 degrees, and unit weight of the soil mass gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Also calculate the earth pressure before formation of the crack, that means before the tension crack. For this we should have to calculate the earth pressure. Before writing this, okay, first of all I am writing the given data. At given data I am writing as where h equal to height of the wall. The height of the wall they are given in the problem as 6 meters. Height of the wall h equal to 6 meters, and angle of intersection phi equal to, we are having 35 degrees. Angle of intersection phi equal to 35 degrees, and unit weight of the soil mass gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Unit weight of the soil mass gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Next we are having cohesion of the soil mass. That cohesion of the soil mass, I think it is 15 kilonewton per. Cohesion of the soil mass we are having in terms of kilonewton per meter square. The cohesion of the soil mass C equal to 15 kilonewton per meter square. This is the formula given for us to calculate the active earth pressure. If you observe here, this is the height of the retaining wall. The height of the retaining wall h equal to 6 meters. For this we should have to calculate the active earth pressure in cohesive soil. Already we know the active earth pressure at base of the wall as well at a particular depth of the wall. And again if you calculate this, already I know the formula. I am writing this. The passive earth pressure at base of the wall PA equal to KA into gamma into H. KA into gamma into H minus, as well as we are having 2C into square root of KA, where KA is the coefficient of earth pressure. That is nothing but cos square alpha or 1 by tan square alpha or 1 minus sin phi by 1 plus sin phi. This is the formula. Before calculating this, we will calculate the first coefficient of earth pressure in active condition. Okay, coefficient of earth pressure in active condition. Okay, I am writing here coefficient of earth pressure in active condition Ka equal to nothing but we are having the formula cos square alpha or 1 by tan square alpha or 1 minus sin phi by 1 plus sin phi. Okay, I am writing 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. Okay, next we are having 1 minus sin into sin phi, we are having 35 degrees. 1 minus sin 35 degrees divided by 1 plus sin 35 degrees. Okay, if you calculate this coefficient of earth pressure Ka equal to 1 minus sin 35 degrees divided by 1 plus sin 35 degrees. Okay, I am getting this coefficient of earth pressure Ka as 0.27. Coefficient of earth pressure Ka as, I am having this value coefficient of earth pressure Ka as 0.27. Okay, if you observe in a cohesive soil will get the tension crack. To know the how much pressure is acting at the base of the wall as well as that means negative pressure, as well as how much depth it is acting on the wall, that I am interested to calculate that earth pressure value. Okay, for that what I am doing means, here I am assuming at z equal to h, we are taking it as z equal to zc. Otherwise at z equal to zc, at z equal to zc, the passive earth pressure PA will be equal to 0. At z equal to zc, the passive earth pressure PA equal to 0. From this active earth pressure in a cohesive soil, we are having the formula PA equal to gamma z into cot square alpha minus 2c into cot alpha. That is nothing but passive earth pressure PA equal to gamma z into Ka minus 2c into square root of Ka, where Ka is the coefficient of active earth pressure, or nothing but cot square alpha. If you observe here, what we are assuming? We are assuming that at z equal to zc, Pa value it will be equal to 0. That means 0 equal to gamma zc into where Ka into minus 2c into square root of Ka. This is zc value we should have to calculate. That is nothing but gamma zc into Ka equal to 2c into square root of Ka. From this zc we should have to calculate. That is nothing but zc equal to 2c into square root of Ka divided by gamma into Ka. From this 2c into square root of Ka divided by, okay, gamma into Ka, you can write it as square root of Ka into square root of K. That is nothing but square root of Ka into square root of Ka. From this we are having this depth of tension crack, that zc equal to 2c divided by gamma into square root of Ka will make it cancel. We are having the depth of tension crack zc equal to 2c by gamma into square root of Ka. Depth of tension crack zc equal to 2c by gamma into square root of Ka. Suppose if you see here, this is the retaining wall, and from this retaining wall up to at a particular depth, the wall will may create tension. That tension pressure, how much depth it is acting, that zc value we are calculating first. Okay, from this zc I am substituting the parameter. Next slide. Okay, zc we are having the formula, that means depth of the tension crack. The depth of the tension crack zc equal to, we are having 2c by gamma into square root of Ka. 2c by gamma into square root of Ka. That means nothing but 2 into where c we are having the unit weight of the cohesion, that is 50 kg per meter square, and unit weight of the soil mass as gamma into Ka value, we are getting this value as 0.27. If you find out this, you will get the depth of the tension crack of the soil mass. That is nothing but 2 into 15 divided by, okay, 18 into square root of 0.27. Okay, square root of 0.7. Okay, I am getting this depth of the tension crack as zc equal to 3.20 meter. Zc equal to 3.20 meter. This is the depth of the tension crack. If you observe here, at 3.20 meters, the passive earth pressure Pa it will be equal to 0. Now we will calculate at the base of the wall how much pressure is creating at the top of the wall as well as at base of the wall. Okay, next I am writing the passive earth pressure at the top of the wall. That is nothing but Pa equal to gamma z into Ka minus 2c into square root of Ka, minus 2c into square root of Ka. Okay, I am writing here when z equal to 0. When z equal to 0. When z equal to 0, we are having the passive earth pressure at top of the wall. At top of the wall, we are having passive earth pressure PA equal to minus 2c into square root of Ka. Minus 2c into square root of 2a. That is nothing but passive earth pressure at top of the wall equal to minus 2 into c is the unit weight of the coefficient 15 into coefficient of earth pressure we are having minus 0.27. That is nothing but passive earth pressure at top of the wall. Pa equal to 2 into 15 into square root of 0.27. Okay, we are having this value as 15.58 kilonewton per meter cube. That means 15.58 kilonewton meter. It's creating a pressure at the top of the wall. Suppose if you consider here, this is your retaining wall and this is the height of the wall h equal to 6 meters. And for this, if you observe here, this is the pressure diagram and this is the pressure creating wall, and here it creating a negative pressure of, that means soil creating the compression. That creation of compression, it will be 15.58 into kilonewton per meter. And where this ZC is the depth of this tension crack. The depth of this tension crack already we have calculated. The calculated value, it will be depth of tension. Here only the depth of tension crack we are having the 3.20 meter. For this we should have to calculate the active earth pressure. And again, if you see here, the remaining portion we are having the active earth pressure. Remaining portion, how much is there? 6 minus 3.20. Nothing but we are having the 2.80. If you want to calculate the earth pressure at this base of the wall, that base of the wall is nothing but we are having the formula Pa equal to gamma h into Ka minus 2c into square root of Ka. Okay. Otherwise I can write in this slide. Okay, sorry, the slides are finished. Okay, I will see here only. I will calculate the passive earth pressure for this entire pressure diagram. That is nothing but we are having this. For this pressure diagram, we are having the active earth pressure. The total force we are having. The total force equal to Pa equal to, that means Pa equal to half into Ka into gamma into h square. Half into Ka into gamma into h square. This is K. From that again you can write it as half into Ka into gamma into h also you can write. Already Ka into gamma h value we have calculated. That is nothing but 15.58. From this we are having half into 15.58 into this much height. That height is we are having 3.20 meter. That is nothing but 3.20. And again, if you observe here for this diagram, we are having 0.5 into 15.58 into 3.20. Next, we are having the 24.92 kilonewton per meter. 24.92 kilonewton per meter for this entire pressure diagram. For this pressure diagram only. Next, if you want to calculate the active earth pressure, next we are having the formula active earth pressure at base of the wall. That is nothing but Pa equal to gamma h into Ka minus 2c into square root of Ka. Minus 2c into square root of Ka. Otherwise, you can directly calculate the active force at base of the wall. Directly I am calculating the active force at base of the wall. That is nothing but active force at base of the wall. Directly we are having Pa equal to gamma h square into Ka minus 2c h into square root of K, 2ch into square root of K. That is nothing but Pa equal to half into gamma. We are having the unit weight of the soil mass as 18. H square is the height of the wall. The height of the wall we are having this below the pressure diagram. It is below the pressure diagram. .28. Okay. Before the pressure diagram, we are having this value as 3.20 meters. By using 3.20 meters, by substituting that formula, you can get the passive earth pressure. The passive earth pressure in next class we will discuss for this next passive active earth pressure in this class. Okay, thank you.